In this final video of the Getting Started section, we're going to look at an overview of the system settings and the things you need to do to go live with the booking forms for your activities. So we're in Workshop Angel now in the settings area. So the settings area you access from the cog icon over on the right hand side. And we're just going to walk through the different parts of the settings area so you're familiar with the kind of things you would set up and where you can do it. So we'll start with the user settings. So if we click on the option here, the user settings appear on the right hand side. And we've got your login details. There's a sign up link you can give to anyone you think might be interested in using Workshop Angel, and you can become an affiliate and you can actually earn an income from the fees, which from a proportion of the fees which the people you introduce pay to use the app. So that can be really helpful to you. You can set the screen that you first see when you log in, and then there's various options here that turn on and off the visibility of different things that are displayed within the app itself. On the second area here in settings, you've got the ability to change your password, and we would recommend changing passwords every few months, just so that any passwords that you use, particularly if you're not using the most complex combination of letters, numbers and symbols, just so that that's refreshed and minimizes the security risks to your data. The next section is about your business settings. So you can see here we've got a section here called business settings and a section lower down called brand settings. And so the business settings are the details more to do with the legal entity that you run your business through. So we've got the business name. When it comes to your invoices, you can put your business's details in here and these will appear on your invoice. The country that your business is based in. And really importantly, what currency your business does its accounts in. Because then any activities that are based on a different currency will work around an exchange rate to the currency that you specify here. And then there's various details lower down about mobile phone numbers, text messaging being enabled, etc., etc. We won't go through every one of these now, but down here at the bottom there are the details of the payment methods that people can use to transfer money into your business's various bank and PayPal accounts. So those are the business settings. As opposed to down here at the bottom, we've got what we call the brand settings. So the brand settings are more about how you present your business to the outside world. So we've got the brand name that you present to your clients. You may also have the possibility of defining more than one brand. So if, for example, you do yoga, but you also run dance classes under a different brand, or you do workshops about renovating classic cars, but also workshops about construction. Those could be two different brands that you define here, maybe putting all of that revenue through the same business entity. So there's the external brand name your clients see, there's the internal way in which you refer to that brand, and then different brands will have different email addresses associated with them. So there's details here about that, the business that the brand belongs to, and when you send emails from this brand, what are the first and last names of the person you send them from. You can have an image for the default image that appears at the head of the booking form, and you can specify some contact details here that you can easily access within the different messages that you send out. And the idea then is that you could have one business, the legal entity, maybe with more than one brand, Or in some cases, you might find you actually have more than one legal entity that all the work you do has its accounting put through. And only in that case should you look to add a second business. Um, but yes, here with the add brand button, you can also add a second brand. Finally, in the settings, there's what we call the booking form settings. And the idea here is that your booking form will take credit card payments, and the credit card payments have to be processed by an external company that is able to process credit cards. And the company we use for that is a company called Stripe. And what you will need to do is you will need to go to Stripe's website, which we've got open here in another tab. It's stripe.com. And on their website, you can sign up, over here, for an account, for your own account. So it's like having a kind of bank account with Stripe. And when you go through that process, it's a fairly simple process to go through. It's not as complicated as opening a conventional bank account. There is a process you can then go through to link your Stripe account to your Workshop Angel account. And it involves copying 4 keys, so kind of long strings of different letters and numbers, from the details of your Stripe account into these 4 fields here in the booking form settings area. And if you look in the online help here, by clicking on the question mark, it shows you, it explains the exact process to go through when you're in Stripe in order to get hold of this particular key that's needed and place it in this field. So you'll need to do that 4 times before you can go live with credit card payments. You'll probably want to test a little card payment out as well, just to be clear that it works. So those are the main settings areas. So once you've set up the Stripe account and you've entered the keys in here, then you are ready to put your booking form live. Now, the way you do that is you go over into the activities area, and in the area where we have the list of activities, we have this button here called Live Booking Form Links. And basically, you click on that button and it shows you the exact URL or like web address to use to access the booking form for each one of the activities that you've currently got listed down here in the activities area. So you can see here all 4 are listed. So this lists the name of the activity and then the specific URL that is the booking form. So you can then post a link to that particular URL on your website and your social media, and that will take your clients to the booking form for that specific activity. And you can just click in here and you can use the normal copy function. So if you just want to copy that text, you can select it and go right click copy and then paste it where you need to. We've done this as a list because quite a lot of our clients like to give a large list of their booking forms to someone else who manages their website. That makes it quite easy to do that. So once you've done that and you've put the live booking form on your website and in your social media, you're ready to take bookings, and you'll start taking the live bookings. And so those bookings will appear in the part of the app where when you switch from test mode to live mode here and you go into bookings, those bookings will then appear against the different activities here in the bookings area in the live mode setting. So that's the sum total that we wanted to cover for you with the settings and going live. And that brings us to the end of our Getting Started tutorial series. We hope you've enjoyed it. We hope now that you will have the confidence to go off and start using the app to develop your own activities. There's a complete set of documentation which covers all the details of how to use each feature, and certainly features, for example, like the message sending and the finances, where there's quite a lot of detail to understand. You find the documentation really comprehensive in helping you get the answers to all the questions on your mind. We also have a community forum, and you're welcome to post questions on there, and members of our team or maybe other users of Workshop Angel will post answers, and we'll make sure that we get the information to you to make you successful. So thank you so much for listening to the Getting Started tutorial, and we wish you well in using Workshop Angel.